Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 7 of my career Kerbal Space Program career mode series. In this episode, we are building the first module of a Mun station. This is going to be, for the start, the first of 2 modules. And future episodes, I'll probably add additional modules. But this module is going to be a crew module, so that we have crew on Mun for the later modules. And at this point in the build, I actually hadn't decided that yet, as you can see by the lab processing unit. I was thinking just put it all in one module, but in a moment here, you'll see that I replaced that mobile processing lab with a 16 Kerbal Crew Module, crew capsule, or whatever it's called. I don't know off the top of my head. And I do keep these arms of the crew capsules. I don't know. I'm pretty farting tonight. So just enjoy this time lapse of the build and me testing out these legs. And while you do so, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously, and it is 100% free for you to hit. So, no harm in you doing that. Doesn't hurt you at all, but it does help me tremendously as I try and build this channel. As you can see there, I was bothered by the windows there not lining up in a row, which I'm sure some of you may have been bothered by that as well. So you're welcome, I just fixed that. And testing the legs again. And once you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you see anything in this video that you think you can help me improve on in the future or anything like that, leave a comment. Okay, so what just happened there was I am trying to design the landing rockets around this. I'm going for the, I forget what it's called. Yeah, I can't remember anything tonight, but you could see what I'm trying to do. It's a vertical landing, but from the top, and once I land it, it'll decouple and fly away, which I think I actually end up keeping it on there forever. I think, because it had the antenna I put on top there. And now we're building the rocket around this. And yeah, I did put those crew modules on a hinge so that for launch they could be folded up like that. Which, I mean, technically I could have folded them down. However, I wanted to keep all of the crew module folded up among itself and not overlapping other stages, just to help mitigate the chance of explosions. Which you know I'm good at. And there will be plenty of those to come. You've already seen a couple. And gotta have the struts. So, picking out some crew for this launch, which I wanted to have a whole bunch of people go up, but not too many. So I did go get a few more. And now I realize I didn't have an antenna. And here we go. Just looking at the rocket, make sure it's stable. Thinking about RCS, but we decide not. And full throttle and launch. Oops. That went the wrong way. um, so time to redesign and add a little bit more thrust, since somehow I undersized the rocket so far. Hard to believe, huh? But that's fine. Left me to the opportunity to add a whole bunch of cloud sails. And I forgot the struts, so you got an extra explosion. And then I launched again and forgot to go full throttle. It kind of just fell still. So let's try this again. Still having some stability issues. I'm trying to figure out why. It turns out that those solid rocket boosters are actually burning up the main stage engines. So I picked them up, raised them up on the rocket a little bit, and that fixed it. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of a floppy crew module leg. And everything's going great in this launch. And then I lost communication, I believe. Silly me, forgot to open the antenna. And then it just exploded. And we got another floppy crew module. So I think I needed a different antenna. Which was, so I put that up top and everything's going great. And some keen-eyed people may have noticed I kind of forgot the batteries and solar panels. Which at this point I've noticed. Yep, I'm adding them in now. Thinking about adding them to the ends, but I just put giant ones on the middle. And yeah, don't comment on my solar panels, please. I know, I've got way too many. And I could care less. I don't want to run out of electricity. And here is the successful launch. I am playing this back in real time. If you don't want to watch this whole thing, you can skip forward in the video a little bit. But it's a couple minutes of launch. But here we go. Nice steady vertical ascent. Going smoothly. Which everything's going very smoothly. Very stable. I was actually pretty happy with how this rocket performed. Which I was originally going for that Saturn V block until I needed that additional thrust from the Clydesdale, and then all bets were off on any legit rocket look-alike. But just very steady launch, and it's got Tom and I can't read the other two names, but I believe Tom's our pilot today. But actually, none of them are pilot because I have the remote guidance unit as the pilot. And I actually start using that for everything because it has all of the SAS things. Which, as you can see there, things started getting a little wobbly. So I disengaged SAS for a little bit to take control, and we are separating the boosters very, very slowly since I didn't put any separate terms on them. Probably should have, but oh well. I was just very slow here, making sure things didn't explode, because I would hate to get this long and explode everything. Giving a little boost of the engines, waiting for the last ones to fully clear, and then we'll do a full burn. Yep, everything's clear now. Just that last nose cone, and here we go. Now we can get the apoapsis up to orbit. It probably wasn't very efficient of me waiting that long, but it worked out. That's why I provide myself with so much extra delta V for things like that. And here we are just circularizing our orbit. And we actually don't have very good thrust to weight ratios still, but it's not horrible. We are accelerating. Apoapsis is up to about 62,000 meters currently, which I actually did a pretty efficient launch, I would say. Not the most efficient, but pretty efficient. And let's go ahead and speed things up a little bit here. I didn't feel like boring you all too much getting to orbit. And then I overburned the orbit a little too much, which no matter. I've got it burnt extended anyways to get to the Mun. So I was not worried about that at all. Burning to the apoapsis so that I can get the periapsis above the atmosphere, which I actually let it go all the way to 189,000 meters, or 189 kilometers. And now we're working on that Mun encounter, which I finally learned that I need, which way I need to go here, and got myself a nearly perfect, or very good encounter. So, going for the maneuver, I didn't get it too close, but I probably should have tried to get a little closer. But that's fine. We have plenty of delta V. I still have 2,700 in this stage alone. So, and here we are starting the burn. And for those who don't know, in Kerbal Space Program 1 stock, you do need to start your burns about half of the burn time before the node for it to be accurate. Excuse me, allergies are really bad today. If you've heard me sniffling a little bit, that's just allergies. And here we are, retrograde burn to bring us into Mun orbit, which actually ended up being very equatorial, just like I wanted. Now I'm planning a node to circularize it and extending the solar panels, which I probably should have done earlier, but no matter, I had plenty of batteries. And decided to extend my legs a little early too. And yes, I have way too many solar panels. And on Mun, a lot of them will not be operating at high efficiency, since they're going to be pointed straight up anyways. But that's why I added so many, just in case they didn't work. So I'm actually aiming to land in the large east side crater. Or, yeah, east far side crater. Which things did not go so well there. As you can see, I sort of separated from all of my engines, rockets. So here we go again. Deorbiting, or not deorbiting, circularizing the orbit again. And then we'll make another attempt at deorbiting inside the crater. Which, spoiler alert, this one won't work either. We'll be doing this over again. So here we go, starting the burn. Short little burn because I have really high thrust to weight ratio. And preparing for my deorbit burn. Now I actually decided to separate from the that previous stage, and now I sort of missed the crater, but I still go for the landing. I just come to a complete stop and then extend my legs, landing gear. And now we sort of lose control for a little bit, but I'm able to regain. I saw some explosions there. I don't know what I lost though. And here we go, nice landing, which we actually do land safely here, but at what I thought was a fairly steep incline. So I try my best to locate to the bottom of this hill where it's flatter. And then I do that. Yeah, lost control and kind of nosedived into the mud. Somehow didn't explode on impact, but exploded as I slid downhill. So here we go again. And decoupling didn't work too well, so let's try this again. What's this, the fourth time the charm? Decoupling's good. The separator kind of just disappeared there. This said, I'm out of here. And aiming for like the middle of the bottom of that crater there. Which I liked where this landed at the time of this video. However, it is on a little bit of an incline, I've noticed later. But this is the successful landing, which I will be slowing down to real time right here momentarily. And as we land this will actually wrap up the video upon landing and deploying these solar panels. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Join my Discord. I will talk to you on Discord. If you ask me any questions, Discord's a great place to ask me. You can join me on live streams there. And I do occasionally do a Discord exclusive stream that you'll be able to watch and join in on. But if you don't want to join Discord, just leave me a like and I'll chat and comments. And I do respond to all of my comments as of right now. And I plan to for the future until I'm starting to get way too many comments to physically reply to. But I foresee that being a long time off. So not to worry, I'll be fine. And very slow descent here. I didn't want to take chances. Especially with that little crater thing there. A little bit of a bounce, but we are fine. And touchdown. Safely landed on the mud right next to a little science crater. It is actually collidable. It has collision. So I'm glad I didn't land on it. Making a quick save here so I don't lose this good landing. Which, it's on a little bit of a slope, and not the next episode, but the next episode after that, I do end up moving this. I do have it fully recorded as of right now, but I'm only releasing one episode a week. So the next episode will be a science module that will sit next to this module, and then it's going to be a rover module after that, so that I can move these closer together, because you may guys expect it, but I am not a good pilot, so landing these modules right next to each other did not happen. So watch the upcoming videos to see how things went. See for yourself how bad of a pilot I am. But please like, subscribe, join the Discord. And I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, whatever time you are watching this. And I will see you in the next episode and probably the next live stream before then, hopefully. So, as I said, have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening, whatever time it is that you are watching us.